Hi, I'm Lisa from PosterMyWall. Welcome to the ultimate guide to email deliverability. We're going to share 7 proven strategies to ensure that your emails land in the inbox and not the spam folder. Our guest expert today is Katie Miley. We invited Kate to create this training because you work way too hard on your email marketing to receive a lackluster response. The 7 proven strategies that Kate's going to share today are going to help you stay off your customers' promotion tabs and, even more important, out of the spam folder. That means that your emails will make it to the hands of, or should I say the eyes of, more of your customers. Kate is an Australia-based marketing educator with over 15 years of experience and over 15,000 YouTube followers. She is also a toddler mom, a beach lover, and a coffee snob. If you stick with us till the end of the training, we have some bonus content from Kate that is going to take some of the pain out of figuring out what to put into your email newsletters. We can all use that, right? We also have a promo code so you can try out PosterMyWall's email marketing platform. This is the only marketing platform which enables you to design graphics and videos, plus create, send, and measure professional quality email campaigns. So let's get started. Welcome, Kate.
Thank you, Lisa, and the team at PosterMyWall for having me as part of their email marketing series. I'm really excited to share this training with you because it's going to be super valuable whether you're new to email marketing or you've been doing this thing for a while. So imagine this, you've worked super hard on crafting an email newsletter, designing it and sending it out to your subscribers, but then to receive a lackluster response. What could it have been? It could have been your subject line, it could have been when you sent it out, maybe it was a busy time of day or a busy time of year, or maybe your email didn't even land in your subscribers' inbox. This is called the deliverability of your emails, and it's something that affects a lot of small businesses getting started in email marketing. This is why I'm going to be sharing my ultimate guide to email deliverability, which shares the 7 proven strategies to ensure your email lands in the inbox, not in the spam folder. All right, let's dive in. So most business owners crafting email newsletters kind of come at it with this approach. So they write the email, they design the email, they send the email. Done. Tick that off the list, it's all done. But the thing is, that's just half of the life cycle of that email. That's the creation, the distribution, but what happens next is really important, because what happens next is the determining factor as to whether that email newsletter was a success or not. So the next part of the life cycle is the email lands in the inbox, the email is opened, and then the link is clicked in the email is clicked. So these are the next 3 steps you want your subscriber to take. So while yes, you know, this is taken out of your hands, there are things you can do to ensure that they have the optimal result. So email lands in the inbox, that's a deliverability thing. Email is opened, which is a subject line thing, and then link is in email is clicked, and that's a call to action thing. So these are things you can control as a business owner, sending out the emails to hopefully create higher open rates, higher click-through rates of your email newsletters. But today we're going to just be focusing on the deliverability. This is what this whole prezzo or this training is going to be about, is the deliverability. So email deliverability is the rate at which your email actually makes it into your recipients' inboxes. An email deliverability rate can be lower when an email bounces or gets automatically filtered into spam. So these are things we don't want. These are things when we've spent all this time and effort crafting an email newsletter, we don't want it to land in the spam folder. So a good deliverability rate is 95% or higher. Depending on your email service provider, this could be even higher than that, but 95% or higher is the aim. So you may have emails that bounce, which may be a temporary thing. Maybe there's something wrong with the server of those particular email addresses, which is called a soft bounce. But then there's also hard bounces where are a permanent error because the email address is just no longer valid. So you're sending out an email to someone that doesn't exist anymore. The spam filter is also helps to identify dangerous, unsolicited, or unwanted content. And then also the promotions tab, which is Gmail specific, but this is a tab, especially when people are looking at their email inbox on their desktop. This helps to filter out potentially promotional emails, which actually see a 10% lower open rate, which is quite big really, because you know, most open rates are around that sort of 20 to 25% mark. So if you receive 10% lower, that's 10 to 15%, which is not very many people at all. So this is just a little snapshot of Gmail. So why I'm talking about Gmail specifically is because 1.8 billion, they have 1.8 billion users worldwide, and this is 40% of email addresses are in Gmail. So it's a really big player. So you want to be accommodating to the deliverability rules of Gmail as well. So 1% of emails land in the primary inbox. These are primarily emails that are addressed to the person. Maybe they're your personal emails from your friends and family, or maybe particular appointments, that sort of thing, things that are considered quite important. 9% of emails land in the social inbox, which is generally just updates from LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. They're just your sort of updates ones. And then 90% of emails land in the promotions emails. These are your marketing emails. These are the emails you're sending. But the thing is, we want to try and get them out of the promotions inbox and into the primary inbox. And that's going to improve your deliverability and your open rate. So here are some strategies to improve your deliverability. This is just an overview of the 7 strategies I'm going to be covering in this training, but yeah, I'm going to be diving a lot deeper into each of them. All right, so we've got strategy 1, build a quality email list, use a double opt-in form, clean your email list, recognizable sender address, consistent content calendar, simplify your emails, and avoid trigger words. All right, so strategy 1, build a quality email list. So you want to create a list of people that actually want to subscribe to your newsletter. Crazy, right? But the thing is, a lot of business owners get sucked into this trap of buying an email list or just filtering, like going through websites and picking out people's email addresses and sending emails to them. The thing is, you don't have consent from those people, which means that they're going to be less likely to open your emails in the first place. And if they do, they're probably going to unsubscribe, or they're going to flag your email as spam, which we don't want, because that's going to mean all this hard work we're doing to create newsletters that are reaching our audience, that have high deliverability rates, doesn't matter. If you get too many flags on spam, that is not a good sign. So instead, I want you to create a quality lead magnet. So this offers value for free to build your list of engaged, relevant, and ideal customers and clients. If you sell a product, whether this be online or in a physical location, so a bricks and mortar store, I would recommend a discount or a freebie or something that they get as a bonus when they purchase from you. If, however, you're a service-based business, your lead magnet needs to be something of value that's going to help create a transformation in that new subscriber's life. So whether that be some sort of mini training, a guide, a checklist, a cheat sheet, a template, something's going to make their life easier, that's going to position you as the expert and going to get them to book into your service. Number 2, the strategy number 2 is use a double opt-in or a confirmed opt-in form. So this is sort of what the process looks like. So your ideal client gives you their email address, you send them a confirmation, a double opt-in form, or get their confirmation that they want their email address to be given to you, and then you send your welcome email. So a lot of small businesses are missing out that confirmation step, and the problem with that is it means you could be starting to get too many emails that are spam emails, or it could be that, or bot emails, or it could also mean that people have accidentally put their email address in and they didn't actually want to hear from you. So it's just saying, hey, do you really want to consent to receiving content from me? Awesome, let's send it to you. Click this button. But there's 2 ways to do this. So you can send a double opt-in email. So this is a confirmation email to each new subscriber. asking them to validate their email address. This is mandatory in some EU countries, so if you are working, your business runs online, you should set this up. If, however, you're a local business and you're not getting people subscribing from EU, like Europe, then yeah, you maybe don't need to do this one. You may want to opt for a reCAPTCHA feature to your form. But not all email service providers or ESPs have this because the reCAPTCHA form is just that little graphic that you have to type out what it is, or you may have to select certain images. But yeah, it's just basically proving that that person is not a bot. If you get too many bot people subscribing to your newsletters, subscribing to your list, then that can be flagged as spam too in your ESP. So it's a really something to get on top of. So you want to also clean your email list. So this can be quite a scary one because it means your email list will reduce in size. You'll be deleting people from your list, but it will increase your engagement and potentially save you money. Depending on what email service provider you've chosen, you may be being charged based on how many people are on your email list. So if you have people on your email list that aren't relevant, that aren't, real subscribers, then why bother sending emails to them? So there's two things you need to do when you clean your email list. You need to remove invalid email addresses. So this will reduce your bounce rate straight away. So this will reduce the fact that your email won't actually get sent anywhere. So they may be false addresses or those with typos. This happens quite a lot too. Use an email validation tool to easily identify these. You can just Google that, email validation tool. And then remove inactive subscribers. So people who haven't engaged in your content, even your email newsletters for 6 months, probably aren't ever going to come back, but you can send them a re-engagement campaign. So this might be a series of emails over a few days, maybe 3 to 5 emails over a few days. If nothing else, it may get them to self-select and unsubscribe themselves, or it may be just enough to get them over the line to get them re-engaging with the content that you are sharing. And then if they've not engaged in that content, then you want to delete them. So strategy number 4 is creating or ensuring that you have a recognizable sender address. So don't use Gmail or Yahoo to send your newsletters from. You want to set up an email with your domain. So whatever your website is, you want your domain to be a authenticated domain. A lot of email service providers require you to do this as a step in their setup process. It just is a little bit of back and forth with your website and the email service provider to ensure that you are legit. But these will help you to get more emails in that primary inbox. You want to also set up a consistent content calendar. So when's the best time and frequency for you to send out a newsletter? Well, it really depends on your community. I can't tell you what's the best time. I can give you some recommendations, but at the end of the day, it's up to your community. So there's 2 factors to this. So when to send your email. So a couple of questions you can ask yourself regarding when's the best time to send email newsletters is, what's your subscribers' daily routine? What's the day of the week that makes the most sense to receive your content? Where in the world are they located? Are they local, like to your business? If you're a bricks and mortar business, they're probably pretty local. Or are they worldwide? And then how often should you send your emails? I recommend weekly or at least fortnightly, depending on how often you can create content. So some examples for you are a restaurant, for example, might email on Friday at 12 p.m. local time and send emails fortnightly. Maybe you could send your specials, or you could send something new that was happening, a new meal that you had on offer, or some sort of promo, maybe a buy one, get one free, something like that. Online store maybe sends on Tuesday at 5 a.m. in the time zone of majority of their customers, and send that weekly. So every time they've got new product coming in, or they want to create a new boost of sales, they can send that newsletter. So these are just a couple of ideas for you. So marketing, the best practices say that Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays are the best times to send emails. However, depending on your business, depends on when that best time is. So a restaurant who maybe mainly has customers come in on Friday, Saturday and Sundays, sending an email on Friday at midday when your subscribers are going, what should we do this weekend? That could be the best trigger for them to go, oh yeah, let's go out for dinner tonight, or let's get takeaway from this restaurant, or let's book into that cafe tomorrow morning for breakfast. Yeah. Email strategy number 6 is to simplify your emails. So you don't want to add too many images or heavily design the email. You want to reduce the number of links in your email to one call to action. Stop using capital letters, like a whole sentence of capital letters, especially in your subject line, but also in the body copy of your emails, or too many exclamation points. These can be immediately triggered as spam. You choose a blackish font, and what I mean by that is you can choose black, you can choose a dark green, a dark blue. Mine's kind of like a blacky, beigey sort of color, but it's pretty dark, which is a good contrast to the white background. And then use your brand colors for highlighted points. So as you can see, I've used my brand colors in there. This is just an example email template. So we've got a little introduction, we've got headers, we've got dot points, we've got bolded text, and we've got a GIF in there. So they're some of the things I like to use in my newsletters to make them really skimmable and easy to read. But if you have a brand color of red, avoid using it, use a different color. Red is immediately flagged as a spam. So here are a couple of examples of what not to do. So these are quite heavily designed emails. There's too many call to actions, there's lots of images, and they don't really say much. So the first one is for a beauty place, and while yes, they're getting their point across, it's just too much. It's too loud. It's too too heavily designed. And the other one I think was a physio, and they were sending out this as a newsletter, and just the images are pointless. There's too many links in there, and yeah. And strategy number 7 is to avoid trigger keywords. So these words have been reported as promotional or spam, but that's not to say you can't use these, because you'll see in a minute, some of these words you'll need to use to get people to open your email, especially if it's about this particular thing. You know what I mean in a second. However, be mindful that they'll be more likely to be flagged. If you're ensuring that all these other 6 strategies are on point, and then in strategies, if you start using some trigger keywords, then it shouldn't be flagged as spam because you've ticked the boxes for the other 6 things. However, just so you're aware, it will be more seen as spam or promotional. So these are some examples of trigger keywords. So for example, saying free, if you're giving something away for free, you want to say that it's free. So that's an example, or sale, or a discount off. But just so you're aware, these are the ones that are coming up as more spammy keywords. How can you become a high reputation email sender? So you want to include an unsubscribe button. Never send out an email without an unsubscribe button. You may be thinking you're doing yourself a favor by stopping people from unsubscribing, but if someone wants to unsubscribe, let them. It's really important that you let them. It's also illegal to send emails to people without this button available. You can make it small at the bottom, but so long as it's there. Personalize your emails with the recipient's first name. Only email people who have subscribed to your email list, so don't buy lists or take emails from random places on the web. Keep copy free from odd formatting or over-the-top punctuation, and only include links to reputable websites. So make sure you're only linking back to your website or to websites you know are reputable. And the most important point, share valuable content that puts your subscribers' needs first. Don't always be sending sales promotional emails. You want to be meeting your subscribers where they're at, making sure that the content that you're sharing is actually going to offer value, not just going to promote what it is you do. So just to finish off this training or round this training out, I just wanted to share some email copy best practices so you can start using these in your copy for your next email newsletter. So keep your sentences short, don't make them big long paragraphs. Use ellipses to break up long sentences, so the ... Use conversational language, add headers and dot points to make it easy to skim. Bold the key points you want read, like I'm doing in this presentation slide. One call to action, whether it's a button and or linked text. All right, so that's it for me for this training. If you've got any questions about email deliverability or email marketing as a whole, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Otherwise, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I have a whole playlist all about email marketing. So I hope you enjoyed this training, and that's it from me. So until next time, bye for now.
Thank you, Kate. I guess I'm going to have to go home and clean up my email list. If you'd like more Kate, you can snag her tips on Instagram or view her trainings on YouTube. We've added links in the class description for you. As for the bonus content, Kate has shared a special download, 1 year of binge-worthy email newsletter ideas. That link is in the class description as well, and just think how much easier that's going to make your life. This training is part of PosterMyWall's email marketing education library. If you'd like to browse the other content in the library, there's a link for that in the class description as well. We also invite you to try out PosterMyWall's email marketing platform. It is the only online marketing platform that empowers you to design beautiful graphics and videos, and also to create, send, and measure professional email campaigns. Use promo code EmailPower30 for 30% off on a new PosterMyWall subscription to Premium or Premium Plus, or an upgrade. Only subscribers can access the full power of our email marketing tools. Please share this video with your friends and colleagues who use email marketing to grow their businesses. If you'd like to see more PosterMyWall trainings and demos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you again to Kate. That's all we have for today. See you next time.